and how much they would like to have at retirement in today's dollars. And I always tell them, don't worry about figuring up inflation. I'll figure that for you. So in today's dollars, how much would you like to have at retirement? That's all I need to know. Because if you remember, if you have these 3 pieces of information, you can build anybody a plan. If you know how much they need at retirement, at what age or the number of years until retirement, and how much they're willing to set aside per month or per year, then you can build anybody a plan.
Julie, on that question, I tend to ask, how much can you do on and above what you're currently doing right now? Like for the people who already dumping money in 401k, 403b, they still may be comfortable. So they're already comfortable. I always ask, what can you do over and above what you're currently doing right now? And then you see, they might say extra $200, $300, and $400. So you can pull more money to be able to create, you know, a good solution for them.
Right.
I remember asking, is that something you?
Well, yeah, because it just depends on their situation and depends on their 401k. It could be that, yeah, we continue doing their 401k, maybe whatever it takes to get the match. So you get free money. So maybe they get 3% and match 3%. All right.
Tell them to stop it.
If they've been doing 10%, well, let's back that down to 3 and use the difference for, because you've done the tax me now, tax me later, tax me never presentation. So maybe we should use the other 7% for tax me never.
Right.
If they have a really good 401k that's been performing well, maybe they need to leave it as is, and it is. What extra do you have to contribute? So, yeah, absolutely. Now, back to this. So if they tell me, Julia, I want to have $1 million at retirement, and I want to retire at age 55, which is 20 years down the road from now, and I have $100 a month to do it, I always tell them I can make 2 of these happen. One of them we're probably going to negotiate. Because I can retire you with $1 million at age 55, but it won't be $100 a month. It's probably going to have to be a little more than that. Or I can retire you with $1 million at $100 a month, but it won't be by age 55. It'll probably have to be a little longer than that. Or we can do $100 a month till age 55, but it probably won't be $1 million. Which one of those are you willing to negotiate on? So that's really what this question is asking. It's getting all 3 of those numbers to pin them in a box so that we can see which one we're going to have to fudge on to make it fit, because nobody ever seems to have the numbers right. They really think that they can put away $100 to get to $1 million in 20 years.
They do.
All right, now we have the tax me now, tax me later, tax me never. And I just really want to know, after I've gone through all of the retirement stuff, okay, what have you started putting aside already? Tell me about your 401k. And every time they'll say, well, I have a 401k. My next question is, great, tell me about that. It's never, how much do you have in it? It's never, tell me about that. Open-ended question so that they can start upchucking information to me. And then I'll fill in the blanks based on what they left out. So, I want to know, you know, and I make them go get me a statement. If they don't have a statement, that's homework. I need to know about stocks, bonds, mutual funds. I need statements. If they don't have it, it's homework. How much do you currently keep in your checking account? How much are you comfortable keeping in your checking account? Those are 2 different figures.
Would you recommend having them call their broker if they don't have it?
Nope. No. That will tip the broker off, and you better believe that broker's going to be calling them back the minute you leave and getting them in there to undo everything you just did. Hands down, no. Almost every type of account you have nowadays you can pull online. You just set up an online account. The question was, would you recommend, if they didn't have their statement, to call their broker? My answer is no. Every broker knows when a client is calling and asking questions, somebody's in their house. There's a fox in the hen house. They all know that. So they'll wait 3 hours and then call their client and say, you know what, we hadn't caught up in a while, and when you called, you probably need to come down. Why don't we sit down? And the next thing you know, they're in that office and they have undone everything that you did from your first appointment to this FNA appointment. Hands down, do not let the broker know. We blindside those guys with transfer paperwork. We get everything done, and then we send them a little piece of paper that we're taking your client and their money. Have a nice day. It's already done by the time they are aware of it. Which is their own fault. If they were checking in with their clients on a regular basis, they would know. If they have cash value on their life insurance, I want to know about it. Anything financially they have, I want to know about it. And I want to know the details. I want to know the interest rate. I want to know how much you're contributing to it. I want to know if your employer matches it. There's a section for that everywhere there.